The Joe Rogan Experience.
You need to connect with people. You really need to figure things out.
Do you think the shit's going to hit the fan?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When? How much time we have? Where should we go?
Well, I mean, I thought you had some connection with these
I'm going to go
too.
north.
Okay.
I'm going to go to some wooded area.
All right. Well, you'll be fine.
I think the move
I don't think it's going to happen right now. I think,
No.
Based on some of the things that I've kind of seen online and, the chit-chat and overhearing conversations with people that are, part of NASA and those kind of things. And they kind of go, we got 400 years and the planet's done.
Whoa. 400 years?
Yeah. So if you think, for me, I plan, right? A planner. That means that if we're not here in 400 years, well, when does that start? Well, that started yesterday, really. I mean, when you think about it, there's natural resources and water source, it's all those things that start to kind of fall apart, and then weird diseases start showing up, and weird funguses that take you out that didn't before.
Well, another thing to think is we have only been human for 250,000, 350,000 years, whatever it is. There's going to be something next.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's coming.
Right.
It's going to be something that can survive the heat.
So if this stuff can figure out how to cool itself, it'll become self.
Ace Frehley on the back of your phone?
It may be.
Star Child.
I
was a huge Ace Frehley. I met Ace Frehley when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, he's a completely stable
Yeah,
guy.
for sure. He's a lot like you.
Who thinks the world's going to end in 400 years? I'm such an idiot. Why did I say that out loud?
I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think
Right.
the world's going to end, but I think it's very likely that human beings will be drastically diminished.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like I guess I should back up. That's my point. The thing that we just are so arrogant about is that we're somehow included in the future. We're just not included. We are not included.
Well, we've only been here for, again, 300 whatever thousand years.
Right.
That's not that long.
Yeah.
I mean, even Neanderthals, it's half a million years before us.
Right. So going back to now, though, and us getting along now and surviving better over the next little bit, going back to our, the people talking to each other.
Yeah.
How do we tee this up so somebody can take it and not ruin it with a reality TV show? Because, that every reality TV show you see, it's been manipulated. They'll poke the person that they know is going to blow up at some point so that it causes drama. And again, the dopamine dump and everybody's, oh my God.
Yeah, they're basically doing clickbait in terms of how they're programming the television show.
Right. So how do we make this so that it's not an opportunity to make a buck and to do that, like a genuine healing moment?
It can be done. I think it's got to be done online, and it's got to be done with no one involved other than you and whoever you want to be involved. No advertisers, no people. I mean, that doesn't even have to be you.
Right.
But whoever the person is that facilitates this.
Right.
But you just can't have any producers. You can't have anybody with a vested interest in its success.
Okay.
It has to be done just purely for the idea, purely for the exercise of getting people to communicate that have disagreements, and realizing that so much of people dig their heels in the sand, and they want to be right more than they want to be more than they want to get along and be harmonious with each other.
Right. And I feel like that's look, I acknowledge that there's monsters in the world. There's fucking monsters. They're in us. We have our own monsters inside of us. There's other monsters that have been nurtured over years to hate each other or hate somebody else, whatever. There's that nurturing, nature versus nurture monster. I get that. I'm talking about the people that you can figure out a way to let's figure this out.
Most of us.
Yes, most of us can figure out a way to get along.
And most of us can go south too. Most of us in the wrong environment with the wrong people and the wrong feelings and the wrong drugs and the wrong jobs and the wrong community. We could be horrific neighbors or
hitting the Coke button.
Yeah, or we could be a part of a community